Merry Christmas, everyone. Welcome to a special Halas Hall Report Game Day edition. Got Bear Fan Dan this morning. Good morning, Dan.
Morning.
Bear Down Mike. Good morning.
Good morning.
Billy, the fence guy. How you doing?
Morning. Merry Christmas Eve.
Merry Christmas Eve. Woody, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, fuckers.
And we got Mike, the Bear Fan, doing his thing. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
It is Merry Christmas. We are skipping the Green Bay this year for Christmas. So we'll have a game today, but Merry Christmas from all of us to all of you. And let's go through. I don't think we really get too many Christmas games. So we started off with an early Christmas present yesterday, fellas. We started off with, there we go, an extension. Chris Santos gets his, or Cairo Santos, Cairo Santos gets his extension. 4 years, $16 million extension. Good money for a kicker. Bear Down Mike, what you think about this?
I'm happy for him. He deserves it. He's been automatic for us. And, glad he's going to be here for long term.
Now, Woody, that means your prediction for the next 4 years needs to end in Santos with the game winner, right?
Yep. That's like I said before. They probably waited till Robbie Gould retired and says, you know what? He's not going to play again. Let's sign him an extension.
Yeah, Billy, I can't find anything wrong with this extension. Can you? I mean, I think it was just smart money.
No, it's great, man. It's good to see. At least they didn't Robbie Golden.
Yeah. Dan, does this work for you? Or you think the Bears paid too much, paid too little, or is it just about right?
Just about right.
Yeah.
It was a good move.
Yeah. Dude's been pretty automatic ever since the double doink. We had that moment, and then we found, we were all frantic about kickers for about 2 years. And then I remember when we first got Santos, there was a lot of negativity at first, but he sure has panned out to be another one of the good ones in the NFL. Also coming out this week, they had the PFF all rookie offense. Of course, Darnell Wright was the only Bear rookie to make the offensive list, which, isn't too surprising. Laporta, of course, for the Lions making the list, and Jordan Addison so really the NFC North for the most part scored on its early picks in the draft last year, didn't it?
Yeah.
Skoronski on the list. He was a guy we were looking at as well. Obviously Bijan and CJ Stroud. I mean, any surprises on this list for anyone?
No.
Be interesting to see when the all defensive list comes out. That's going to be interesting. I mean, it's not too shabby to have Darnell on there. I mean, I'm wondering at the end of the year how he's going to rack up against everyone else at the position. But as far as rookies are going, he's doing well. Next year, hopefully, we'll have a wide receiver on that list, right? If things go well in the draft. But speaking of the draft, the game that has draft day implications today, we'll get to this afternoon. The Bears and the Cardinals. Love the graphic, Mike. Bears Cardinals going to be an interesting game. Obviously we want the Cardinals to win, but we want to win as well. We both can't win. If we win, it's kind of like, yay, we get the win, but we just kind of screwed up both draft picks possibly, right?
All that matters is the Panthers pick. That's all that matters right now.
Well, Arizona has a direct, Arizona's got what, 3 wins right now?
Yep. They're third.
Carolina has how many wins right now?
2.
So, like I said, if Carolina happens to pull off a Christmas miracle, we could lose the first round pick by winning today. It's kind of ironic considering how we got the number 1 pick last year. Still, we want our team to win. It's just going to be interesting to see how these little side complications happen throughout the rest of the season, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So, Dan, what are you looking at for today's game, man?
Looking forward to seeing, bounce back from last week. This what's his name? James Conner.
Yeah.
Stop him. Hopefully the defense can do that, and hopefully our offensive line can get, let whoever is running, Khalil Herbert or Roshan, get through.
Yeah, Billy, you like to see this defense have a nice bounce back game against an Arizona team that really doesn't look like it has too many offensive threats. You think the defense will keep the turnover game going?
Yeah, unfortunately, don't want the Bears to win, but we are the Bears, and we're going to win, and we're going to destroy our draft pick. But I think they'll play good today. Of course, we're going to bounce back, and unfortunately, we're going to win it. We're going to win today.
I think it's funny, Woody, that we're like, well, unfortunately, we're going to win, but guys are playing for jobs, coaches are playing for jobs, players are playing for roster spots for next year. This game has those implications for the number 1 overall pick and the top 10. Let's face it, overall. Where do you sit for today's game?
Well, I think the Bears are going to most likely win. I just hoping Carolina. We just got to wish on Carolina. And hopefully they still, get that number 1 pick. And because I think that we're going to keep Carolina's pick and then trade ours if Harrison comes out. That's just what I think. So we'll win today, next week, but we were hoping Carolina loses out.
Yeah, bear down, Mike. It's one of those situations, right? You want to protect the pick, but I think though the Bears winning though also starts to make another statement, doesn't it? As we go into the overall picture.
Yeah. We got to win this just for morale, to keep morale around the locker room. Guys are still playing for jobs or auditioning for other teams. Same goes for the Cardinals. They're going to put in their best. So, I got us slated to win.
Yeah, Mike, I don't see any way the Bears lose this game the way we've been trending, the way we've been building all year. The end of the year was supposed to end with us being a really good team you didn't want to play. I just don't see how we don't go and just ball out today and just try to crush these guys.
Yeah. Justin needs to have a great game.
I'm with you, Mike, for sure. And there, like you said, Ken, there's people fighting for their jobs, especially Eberflus, Getsky, and what if Justin Fields comes out and throws 300 yards passing today? Cardinals are not that good. It's a possibility. Don't question them out.
Well, or even a 400-yard game. What if he blows up to Moore, Mooney? The point is, it's always, the options are always there. And then when you look at our injury report today, Tevin Jenkins is out. That sucks. Sewell out again. EQ still out, which sucks. Foreman taking a personal day. For who knows? Hopefully it's nothing bad. Don't want to make light of it. Usually when these guys take a personal to miss an NFL day, it's pretty serious. So hopefully everything's okay with him. Homer being questionable. Okay, well, maybe what means we'll see a lot more of Roshan. But there are guys who need, like on the O line, this could be a last hurrah kind of thing too for 1 or 2 guys, and but their injury report, we look pretty clean overall.
Yeah.
So
Mercedes Lewis is off the rest IR.
Yeah. And you know what though? I mean, but honestly though, Billy, you get to see the games up close, personal more than we do. I would think Mercedes Lewis has been worth the $1 million we paid him this year.
Yeah, I guess so. You can say that.
I mean, Colt Kmet's blocking's improved since Lewis got here, right?
Mhm.
I
Yep.
mean, the tight end position overall has gotten better since we brought in the two guys from Green Bay. But I would say more that's on Lewis's mentorship. He's a guy who I could see becoming a coach the second he retires.
Like a tight ends coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Wes Welker. He retires, and now what's Wes Welker doing now? He's a wide receiver coach for the Miami Dolphins. Some of these guys who are really good at their position make that quick transition, and look what he's doing in Miami. I mean, of course, he's got Cheetah and Waddle, but still, the coaching matters, right? So, it'll be interesting to see what we do there. And then, of course, the other big news. Before we'll get to predictions in a moment. This has been making its way, right? If the Bears, all these different scenarios. Tomlin gets fired. Tomlin quits. The Bears make a trade for Tomlin. Okay, so this reminds me kind of the Chucky thing back in the day when he was with the Raiders. Raiders, go make the playoffs, don't get to the big game, and the next year he's in Tampa Bay, trades for him. Right, he goes to Tampa, and then Tampa and the Raiders in the Super Bowl the next year. It was kind of weird, but then we've also got the whole Peyton thing out there in Denver, where Denver gave draft picks in New Orleans to get him. Do you think that we would make a trade or do any of those scenarios to get Tomlin? And I'll start with Mike, the Bear fan.
Oh my God.
I personally don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna trade for him. I don't think he's leaving Pittsburgh to begin with. Even though I would like him, he's a way better coach than Eberflus. But I mean, I got to give credit to Eberflus on the defense. Going from one of the worst to a top 5. So got to give credit there. Just the play calling's got to be better.
Yeah, Woody, by your groans, I take it you would not be in favor of that.
I'm fucking sick of the. I heard the trade thing the last 3 days. I'm tired of that already. That's not going to happen. It's not like Tomlin's a young head coach. I know he had a great career in Pittsburgh. No way. We're not going to at least trade for him. That's downright accurate there. But I don't even think we go after him as a head coach either. I really don't. I was thinking hard about this, but I don't
even mind that. It's not even at the end of the year, and we're already seeing draft predictions. Like, slow it down a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, Billy. In terms of Tomlin, it's like, I don't think he's going to get fired in Pittsburgh. I don't know. I think it's funny, like Mike said, with the how we've been seeing draft predictions and mock drafts for 5 weeks already. Eberflus hasn't done a bad job overall. I mean, defensively, I think he's been great. I mean, would you make a move to get Tomlin over Eberflus?
I mean, yeah, of course I would like Tom to come. I mean, it's not going to happen. He ain't leaving Pittsburgh. But trading, yeah, that won't happen. But if there was a way that we can get him and we got him and keep Eberflus as the defense coordinator, that'd be golden. I mean, you would think that'd be golden. I mean, how Tomlin did it in Pittsburgh all these years. Hopefully it'd be good. But yeah, I'd like to make a push for him, but it ain't gonna happen. He ain't coming here.
Hey, Bear fan Mike, I'll let you react to that comment there. Eberflus in number 5 for Ben Johnson. Lions fans gotta love him.
Jesus Christ, these fucking people.
There's no way.
Oh my God.
There's no way. You could just hire Ben Johnson as a head coach.
Yeah. Guys free off at the end of the year. So, I think it's funny people think coordinators have the same strings attached as head coaches do. They do not.
Oh my God.
So, I mean, some interesting things. I mean, yeah, I agree with Mike, the Bear fan. They're getting way too far ahead of themselves with a lot of these scenarios. I mean, look at though. You have 3 interim head coaches already in the NFL with, basically 3 games left. I think at least one of them is going to keep their job and go from interim to head, and that's out in Vegas. I think they're going to keep him. I mean, he bleeds Raiders. The other interim coaches, I mean, the guy from the Chargers last night, heck of a debut for the Chargers last night. Did you guys watch the game last night, that Chargers game?
A little bit.
Yeah, he coached a heck of a game. So, he's auditioning for a job. I think in Arizona, the coaching carousel there, you have to say he's coaching, auditioning in today's game against the Bears for the job. I mean, Dan, do you see any scenario right now in which we were to maybe fire Eberflus at the end of the season?
This guy is hilarious.
He must not read a lot of Teddy Bridgewater's retiring at the end of the season.
Oh,
No.
sorry. Go ahead, Ken.
Go ahead, Dan.
Keep playing the way they are. Might save his job.
I mean, yeah, I would think that the way the defense is going right now, he's safe.
I'm ready to
My wife
piss my
likes to call
pants.
me when she
I really
knows
am.
Okay, so sorry about that. My wife was calling. My wife's gonna be mad at me now because I just sent her a voicemail. Whoops. So let's get
Bless
today's game real quick. We'll get some predictions out of the way. Here's the schedule, the standings with Woody with a nice little cushion there. Not too bad overall. So let's go with
Job,
the
Brandon.
top dog Woody. I think we already know who he's going to take, but go ahead, Woody. We'll start with you today.
I think Bears has this one. The only thing that worries me is that I was saying the stats before is that Cardinals had 234 yards rushing against San Fran last week. Our defense, pretty good the last 5-6 weeks, but I think we pull this out. I think Bears win 30-17.
All right, so he's having 30-17. How about you, Billy?
Yeah, I think, like you said, with their running game, but we are the Bears. I mean, our defense has been pretty good. I think we're going to pretty much stop that, but I'm going to go with the Bears winning this one, 24-20.
Okay, a little closer score. How about you, Bear Down Mike?
I got it going 24-17.
Cardinals. Okay, next. You guys,
Go ahead, Dan.
hey, Bear Down Mike, if you want to join our standings and predictions, you guys say who's going to win.
24-17 Bears win.
There you go.
There you
Don't
go.
sound like a homer like Ken.
Geez, thanks, Woody. Go ahead, Dan.
24-14 Bears.
Mike?
I think we're gonna blow out the Cardinals. I think Justin Fields has a good game. I think the running game gets involved a little better. And I'm gonna say 31-17.
Cardinals, right?
No, Bears.
Well, I too am going to go with the Bears. I think we're all going with the Bears today. I'll take the biggest swing. I'll go 38-16 Bears. Woo. Woo. That's
Got
just
a bunch of
weird
field goals
number
in there.
score. Just something to be different.
Hey, no, Santos.
I honestly, I'm waiting. The defense, I think, is going to be too tough for the Cardinals today. And I'm hoping that today's like just an explosion day for the offense. We've been waiting all year.
Is it Hollywood Brown out too?
He might be.
St. Brown.
And I like Hollywood.
Hollywood Brown.
Oh,
God, Hollywood Brown. St. Brown is out for us. I'm not sure about Hollywood Brown, but his career has been getting wasted, man, ever since Baltimore traded him because he is a really good receiver. But unfortunately, that looks like he'd be a guy that if he becomes a free agent, we might be able to pick up pretty cheap because he hasn't.
Oh,
he's
here
good.
we go.
He just hasn't gotten to play with good teams the last couple of years. All right, so everyone else, let us know what you think your prediction will be. We already know John Dorn has got the Packers losing by a wide margin today, and Jordan Love with 15 interceptions and 2 fumbles. That is the John Dorn way. So, but let's your Bears Cardinals predictions. Throw them in the comments. Also, go to the Mike the Bear fan page. Put your predictions in there, and if you score it perfectly, you get everything correct. Mike's got a little something he'll send you. Not sure what that'll be yet, but there'll be a little something. So let us know. And then of course we got the other game. We'll just talk about it real quick. We got Vikings Lions today. that should be a fun game. As Vikings and Lions fans argue about who has the best tight end in the division, it's like, okay, whatever. Big playoff implications there with those two teams. I find it hard. I think it's going to be hard for the Vikings right now because their quarterback situation is just a hot mess. And the Lions, not that Jared Goff is lighting up the league right now because he's not. Right? I mean, does anyone here think that Goff has been playing really well?
No, he's the best player for us.
Yeah.
He's been having a rough couple weeks though there in Detroit. So maybe Goff right the ship today. I don't know. Let's go around the room real quick. We normally don't do this, but why not? As the predictions for the Bears game coming in the comments. What do you think? Who do you think wins the Lions Vikings game today?
I think Detroit wins the division and the game today, obviously. So I say Nick Mullins starting for Minnesota.
Yep.
I think so.
28.
Don't worry about the score. We won't worry about the score here as much as about who do you think's going to win.
28-10 Detroit, and congratulations on your first division since I think I was
91.
in
91.
Took long enough, damn it.
Central.
Billy, how about you?
I'm with it with Woody, man. I mean, Lions are playing for a division that they ain't won in 30-something years, so they ain't stopping. Minnesota's not stopping them. They got Mullins playing. So I'm going one pride all the way, man. They ain't stopping. Minnesota's not stopping.
Bear down, Mike.
2010 Lions win and take the division. About damn time.
Dan?
Lions win the division for the first time since it was the NFC Central.
Yeah, hey, Mike, the Bear fan. That's a kind of stat. It's been like 30-some years. So I take it. Are you taking the Lions today too, or are you gonna be?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to take the Lions. I think they win big. I think it's going to be like 34-20 or something like that. But it is Christmas. I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. And on the live feed for the game feed today, I will be giving some away. It'll be the score prediction, but you got to say it on the game feed for it to count. It'll count all the way up until the end of the first quarter, and it'll be Noah Sewell's auto.
There we go.
Winner.
I too am going to take the Lions for their first division championship ever as the NFC North. Since they haven't won anything since the Central, I think we all predicted the Lions were going to win the division this year. So this is just that coming to fruition. I think the Lions are going to win big today. It's going to be a statement game, 35-10. Lions. Goff is going to go off. The running game is going to go off. And Rob Haspel's, not only are you going to lose big today in your game against Detroit in the division, but you're going to get kicked out of the fantasy playoffs by me as well today. So, so it's going to be a double loss for that big homer of a Vikings fan that I've known for almost 2 decades now. But yeah, I think Goff is going to right his ship today. And then we'll get to worry about see if the Lions can win their first ever playoff game in 30-some years since basically Barry Sanders left. So that's pretty sad if you think about it. You got to go all the way back to the Barry Sanders days to find a playoff win. And some guys on this panel were barely alive when Barry Sanders played. Just saying, Mike. Hey, you knew even we weren't going to get through a show without at least.
That was one show we get through without referencing my age.
I won't bring up the 85 Bears again, bud.
I didn't
You
know
weren't
that.
born yet, were you?
But hey, guys, early games are going to start here in about 3 minutes. I don't know. Hey, Mike, do you want to throw the link up and let some other fans come on and say Merry Christmas or anything? Or you just want to wrap it up?
He's on mute.
We can just wrap it up.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Hey, don't forget, every Monday night or Monday morning, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. in the East Coast, NFC North main event, Football Talk with Russell Wayne. I'm sure they'll be hamming it up if they win today tomorrow on Christmas. I don't know if he's going to do it tomorrow. Maybe he will. But, they're going to ham it up all week if the Lions win the division. But they talk all NFC. Don't forget as well, on Wednesday, hopefully it'll be a victory Wednesday for us. We'll have the Halas Hall Report, our normal bat time, normal bat channel, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. 8:30 for your weird people like Woody on the East Coast. And then
Shave your
next
beard,
Sunday,
you
we'll be
goatee.
back again at
Shit.
11:30 in the morning for pregame. That's 12:30 in the afternoon if you're on the East Coast for that. And then, of course, go to our page, give us a like, the follow. We thank you for getting us to the 10K. We had the big drawing for that. We're still doing drawings. Still invite friends, comment, follow, like, share our posts. It helps us all out as we move towards the subscription service, which will be kicking off. I'm being told possibly before the end of this season. As we work towards that goal for next year to give you guys even more. Don't forget to come back to the page this afternoon for the live feed of the game. I may or may not make that one, depending on what time our Christmas Eve
Probably
dinner
be late again anyway.
But everyone enjoy your Christmas. Thank you for being with us. From all of us here at Halas Report, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. Go Bears, and we'll see you soon. Bear down.
Merry Christmas,
Bear down.
everybody.
Merry Christmas,
Time
everybody.
out. We forgot one thing. 35 seconds for Woody's wrap up.
Oh, okay.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
Yeah,
It's Christmas. I didn't forget. You'll get a minute and a half.
Today's game against Arizona, like I said, we're going up against a mobile quarterback, Kyle Murray. Got to hold him down. James Conner, big, strong running back. And you can't forget about their good tight end, McBride. So we got to stop all three of them. Fields is going to run his ass off today. Set plays for him. DJ Moore is going to have a big game today, and hopefully Mooney catches the ball today. Bears win 30-17.